And then, we talked a lot about, having trust and building trust, and then ultimately respecting each other. That's, I think, the ultimate, sign of a family. Do you respect each other, and how strong is that trust?
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
Talk a little bit about some of the things that you do to try to create, outside of basketball, that Penguin basketball family.
Yeah, and families are our number one core value, and it has been. I implemented these core values when I was at Akron. When I took over the program there, we didn't have values, or didn't have much of a culture, in all honesty. And so I knew, when I became the head coach, I really wanted to instill these 5 values, but family being number one. And now they've become traveling core values, because now that the first thing I did, after my press conference here at Youngstown, when I met with the team, was talk to them about, these 5 core values, and number one being family. And for us, a lot of programs talk about family, but for us, family really means, like, how do you treat people when they're struggling or when they're having a bad day? Because it's easy to support each other and celebrate each other, when we're winning, or, something goes really well in somebody's lives. But when somebody's struggling, or things aren't going your way, how do you treat each other as a family? And so we talk about that a lot. We talk about it daily. We really talk about being a great teammate. You'll hear me say that a lot with our team, with our staff, and what does that look like? And it's supporting, your teammates, but it's also, lifting each other up, but also holding each other accountable and calling people out, when they need, a kick in the butt, or they know that they can do better. And then, we talked a lot about, having trust and building trust, and then ultimately respecting each other. That's, I think, the ultimate, sign of a family. Do you respect each other, and how strong is that trust?
I always found it was fun with the stage we got student athletes. It was the first time they were leaving their own family physically, and they were now, this was their safety net.
Sure.
But it was also the people that would tell them the truth and tell them when they needed to do things better, whether it was on or off the court. Your core value number 2 was passion.
Yeah, love that word. We have a goal board in our locker room, and there's a lot of analytical goals on there, and but the number one goal every game is to have a passionate bench. And so I don't care if we're winning or losing, like, we can always have passion, even when we're losing. You can lift up your teammates in a certain way. So our players know that we're always looking to make sure that we have the most passionate bench in the Horizon League. And so we talk a lot about passion. I feel like I'm a very passionate coach. They know they're going to get that from me every single day in practice, and so I ask them that of them, and to be energetic, be enthusiastic, bring energy, but also compete at a really high level. I think you compete, with passion, and so we talk a lot about that, and we try to really instill that in our program.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.